The biggest challenge I had to overcome was definitely people pleasing and caring what others think, because that was always something that was in the back of my head. I would think, if I do this now, what will this person think? I wanted to make sure everyone was happy. I didn't want to offend or disappoint anyone. My name is Leandri. I work for the church. I'm 21 years old now. I'm also a theological student, and I do mostly admin for the church, but I'm also involved with the youth and young adults ministries. I like doing active things. I do enjoy rock climbing as well. I've now recently joined a CrossFit gym because of the pace and the excitement that comes with it. I joined Remembrance in 2019 when I did an alpha course in the beginning of 2019. I heard of it through a friend and I went. And after the course, I was hungry to see what this church is, because now obviously I've experienced all of this at the course, and I wanted to get to know the people. So I went to a service as well, and it skyrocketed from there. But I stayed because I could really feel the love between the community and how the people cared for each other, and I experienced the Lord in a way that I've never experienced before. My testimony, it's mostly about my identity, how God has spoken into it and really awakened the true identity that He has created me with. I was very shy when I was younger, very, very shy. I would always ask the teachers, can I do my speech after school in a break or something? I never wanted to do it in front of anyone except the teacher. When I went to high school, I struggled making friends. I bounced around from friend group to friend group, and eventually I got a certain friend group, but there was still influences, alcohol, drugs, the stuff that I didn't have a desire to partake in. God protected me from the desires that my friends had. He really kept my desires pure and holy, and just to seek what He wants me to desire. He really kept my heart in that space. I heard of this alpha course from a friend, and I went on it, and this one leader really spoke into my identity, and she started prophesying how the boldness that goes with my identity, and how I'm going to go around the world to preach the gospel. And it gave me a fright, because I know how shy I am, and I'm thinking, now I have to stand in front of people and I have to speak, and I'm nervous and all this stuff. But I just left it in God's hand, and I asked Him if it's true, if it's the identity that He's given me, He has to awaken it inside of me, because out of my own, I won't be able to get to that space. I went back home, my mom and my brothers actually saw a difference in me after the weekend, because that's where I got baptized. I got filled with the Holy Spirit. I truly gave my heart to Jesus that weekend. And I've always been happy, but they said they just totally saw a shift. So I went back to school. I got more involved in school activities, sports especially as well. After school, I started volunteering for the church. It forced me to step into this identity and to get out of this shell that I've always lived in, the shyness. And I got involved at the children's ministry first of all, and then I just told Amelie and Vanessa, I'm available, whatever they need me to do, they can use me. And having to speak to people was a true challenge, because I would never call someone. If I don't have to, I won't speak to someone. And now I was forced to. I had to speak to the members of the church. And I just continued. I asked God, bring this identity to me, because I want to be that. I want to stand in the true identity that You've given me, that You've predestined me to have. And it's been amazing, because now looking back at 3 years ago, it's a total different person, and I can see how God has changed. There's still a lot of growth that needs to come, but He's done amazing things just through my boldness, or how He's changed the boldness that I have now from what I had. The way my life has changed since then is that I truly have Jesus at the center of it. And I'm not as shy anymore, obviously, and I seek God first. I don't try and do stuff out of my own capabilities before asking God. I directly ask Him, I don't do things out of my own strength anymore. I go to God directly, and I truly trust Him to carry me through whatever it is, even if it's a small thing or if it's a big thing. I trust Him. The overwhelming peace that I got whenever I just left something in His hands, when I know the times where I would recognize this people-pleasing thing coming and wanting to take hold of me again, I would just leave it in His hands and say, God, I don't want this to influence me now. And I would just have this peace settle on me and not worry about what people would think. It was really amazing, because I've never experienced peace like that before, especially in situations where I'd become nervous or anxious. God is more than able to do what we ask of Him, and He wants to do even more than that. I think I'm truly convinced He obviously knows us more than we know ourselves, and He hears our prayers. He knows our hearts, and He knows what our desires are, and He transforms us to have the desires that He wants us to have. And that when we ask Him, He truly listens, and it's just a matter of His timing. He wants to give you the good and the holy things. You just have to trust and wait for the perfect time, because we can think that now is right and I'm ready now, but ultimately He knows what's in store and what will come, and if now is the right time or not. The identity that God gives you is much more than the world could ever give you, and there's such a grounded and steadfastness that comes with that identity. You can truly stand in it, and there's nothing that can shake you and can take you away from this identity. And every single time there's a challenge or something that wants to take you off course or wants to distract you, you can just turn back to this identity and say, but no, God has said this over me. I am bold, I am fearless, or whatever your identity is that God gives you, and you stay in that lane. Nothing can shake you, nothing can take you away, and there's no confusion. There's nothing that can really disappoint you or make you believe that you're not worth what God wants to give you, because the identity is given from God.